Guys, one of the more disappointing things about these Harley Davidson touring motorcycles is even though they come with this LED Daymaker light, it just doesn't throw out a whole lot of light. So you have a couple choices. You can either replace it with a high quality aftermarket headlight, or we can add some fog lights to the crash bars on these touring bikes. Guys, my name is Rick and this is the HDVIBE channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to add fog lights by Custom Dynamics onto this bike, plug and play, and I'm also going to give you comparisons out on the road at night with just the stock headlight, and then compare that to the stock headlight with the Custom Dynamics fog lights. And we'll get into it right after this. That's right, guys, I've got this bike completely torn apart. I've got the outer fairing off, I've got the gas tank off, and I've got the seat off so that I can get to the wiring that will actually be putting the wiring harnesses on and connecting these into the battery for power. So I will have a link to these. These are the Custom Dynamics Halo fog lights. I'll have a link down in the description. They do come in chrome or you can get them in black. The other item you'll need is actually the bracket that will connect onto the crash bar. And the difference between these Custom Dynamics and the Harley Daymaker fog lights is you can't put those on a road glide. These can go on a road glide, a street glide, your Road Kings, and even I think your Ultra Limiteds if you really wanted to add additional lights onto those, both the Ultra Road Glide or the Ultra Limited in the Batwing fairing. So a lot of options for installation on these, fits all of the touring bikes. And check the description I'll have down below so you can get exactly the fit for your bike. So without further ado, let's get started on installing these. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is obviously you get this bracket. Again, these come in black or chrome. I went with chrome since I do have the chrome crash bars on the Road Glide Special. And you want to decide how you want to do the orientation. So these can actually mount up here like this. I'm going to mount them from the side so that you get a horizontal view here. And they'll actually clamp right on underneath my highway pegs. This bracket is pretty easy to work with. There's just a screw here and a screw or bolt up here. Custom Dynamics actually provides you with the Allen key for that. So you just kind of loosen this up to separate the two pieces of the bracket in order to get it onto your crash bar. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart and then we'll begin to get this lined up onto the crash bar. So we've got the bracket oriented properly. We're ready to go ahead and put this bolt into the actual fog light itself. So you'll see there's in this bolt, which is supplied, there's a big nut here. We're just going to go ahead and screw that into the fog light itself, and then I'll get a wrench and actually tighten that down. There's a washer that will go between there and the actual bracket, and then we'll get this lined up on the bracket. Stick that through the bracket, and then there's another washer we'll put on this side. Then the final piece, there's a lock nut that will go on the back side of this. And we'll just go ahead and get that started. And that is actually a 1/2 inch. So we'll go ahead and tighten that down with our 1/2 inch socket. Now with my 1/2 inch socket, I'll go ahead and tighten this fog lamp into the bracket. And again, we'll probably have to do some final adjustments once we get the other side up. So essentially that's how you bolt it up. I mean, that's really the easy part. So now that we've gotten this bolted up, we're ready to move on to getting the wiring hooked up. All right, so I've got both sides bolted up, the fog lights, and as you can see, we've got a really long wire harness that we need to run up the bike. So essentially what this will do is actually run, I'm going to run it along the bottom of my crash bar. There's supplied zip ties in there. There's actually some chrome ones, so I'll use the chrome ones on here. Now we've got to get it fed up underneath this crash bar and along the frame, and then along kind of the spine of the bike. And that's the main reason I took the tank off, because it's going to make it easier to get this wiring down to where the harness is going to connect and where we have to connect in the battery. So guys, I just want to let you know I did take out the master fuse, the 50 amp fuse, so there's no power in the bike, so there's no concern in terms of actually shocking or causing any damage to anything while I'm working on this. So guys, there was some footage that was lost. I'm going to cover this real quick before we move on to the next part of the video. So this is the harness that comes in the kit. There's a male and female end. There's this connector for the switch that you will control the on-off functionality of the lights, and I actually put that switch right here just above my mid-frame deflectors. And then there's also a red power wire that you'll see next in the video that will actually connect into the battery itself. There's the stock harness from the bike that runs up under here and it comes out right here. This is a male end. So you're going to take the female end of the Custom Dynamics harness. You'll plug it in here. If you didn't have any other Custom Dynamics lighting, you would just plug this into the harness, into the main harness going to the back of the bike. In my case, I have a lot of other Custom Dynamics lighting. So I'll connect it into the next harness that's in that line. And that's pretty much it. So now we're ready to move on to the next part of the video. Okay, so now I've gotten actually to the battery itself. We've got to get to this positive terminal, which is on the left side. Again, I got this plastic housing out of the way. I got this ECM, I think, out of the way here. And so we just need to route this connector, which will go onto the battery terminal, the positive terminal, kind of underneath this plastic, or however best you think it will route in your situation. So go ahead and tighten down your terminal. Once you get that into the positive post, and make sure it's tight, because the last thing you want to be doing is having power failures as you're bouncing down the road. Okay, so I've got that connected into the positive terminal, so I'm going to go ahead and get this back onto the battery, this cover here, kind of jimmy it in here. Again, there's a lot going on. We'll get that lined up, get that in there, and get our ECM snap back into place. Okay, so I've tried to clean this up just a little bit. So from the harness that we've just put on for these fog lights, you'll see two connectors here, and that's what you'll actually plug the fog lights into. And then there's this other wire here that's coming out of there that has this white harness. This is actually your switch to turn the fog lights off and on. And we'll probably place that down here on this mid-frame deflector, and it's got 3M tape, so I have to clean that up real well. So I'm going to actually put this off to the side for now. So now that we've got all the power connected, I'm going to go ahead and connect the fog lights. It's again going into this harness that we plugged into the main line here. So this is the right side. I'm going to plug in the left side. It doesn't matter on these because you don't have blinkers or anything. So just plug them in, make sure they snap in tight. Powered up the bike, put the main fuse back in. So as you can see, I think the camera's going to pick it up. Right now there is a halo on these, and then I'm going to activate with the switch, and it gets super bright. So we have super bright white lights. Alright guys, so now that we know that the lights are working, I'm going to go ahead and begin zip tying this wiring along the crash bar, up underneath this lower spoiler fairing that I have, zip tied to the frame, kind of right along the neck of the bike, and then get it sort of aligned and zip tied if I have to, or push it into kind of this spine that runs along underneath the tank. You can do this without taking the tank off. I think this just gives you a cleaner install, and these wires are out of the way, and you don't have to worry about them falling down onto the hot engine parts and melting that covering on that. So we get this all zip tied up, get this all buttoned up. I'm going to go ahead and put the tank on, put the seat back on, put the whole bike back together, and then we'll go outside and test this. And what I'm going to do is show you the stock headlight out in the dark on the road with just the halos, and then we'll do another run and we'll show you that with the fog lights on to show you how much more of the road is actually illuminated. We might have to do some final adjustments, and I'll try to level this before we go out, but I'm sure as I'm riding it I'll probably see that I'll have to do some adjustments. But so let me get this all buttoned up, get these all zip tied in, get this all buttoned up, and then we'll see you out on the road. right, guys, so you saw the on the road. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. Did that really make a huge difference? I did, from a driving perspective, could see a huge difference with these fog lamps versus not having those with this stock LED headlight. Guys, I've got more videos coming up on redoing the front end of this Road Glide Special with all custom dynamics. We got a new headlight coming. We got some integrated turn signals up here. We got some turn signals and daylight running lights coming down here. So stay tuned for that over the next couple of weeks. Also, if you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider sharing this with your friends so like-minded individuals who might be looking for an LED fog light setup like this might be able to see this video and do it themselves. Again, Harley Davidson LED fog lights will not work on this bike or any of the bikes with chopped engine guards because the bracket does not fit. So this is your option, plug and play. Great option from Custom Dynamics. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button right down here. It really helps out the channel. When you do subscribe, leave a comment down below saying I subscribe so I can personally reach out and thank you for supporting the channel. And I have over 200 videos on tips, tricks, rides, reviews, and installs on these Harley Davidson touring motorcycles, which I'm sure there's other videos out there that will help you do something yourself and probably save you some money. So guys, with that, I want to leave you with this thought. Life is short. Get out and ride the bike. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.